Yeah, actually, I actually didn't talk to you for a while,
Yeah, I
um,
remember.
because that was actually my third reason to drop music.
Oh.
It, yeah, we're gonna get a little bit serious right now, but hey, this is life. I had a like life changing experience. I was getting to know a very, very special person. That was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he passed away.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, and when that happened,
condolences.
thank you so much.
How long ago?
This was almost 2 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like tragic death, and
Can
when that
imagine.
happened, I kind of was like, okay, life is short. Do you
Mm-hmm.
really want to do this? And it was clear as day that it wasn't the path for me. So
So his passing
yeah,
was the moment where you said to yourself, okay, like time
I'm done.
to focus. And so why was his passing the reason for you saying to yourself, I'm done with music? Did you know him
Because
through music? Do you know
no,
this has something to do with it or?
no, 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 no. He was, just he didn't work in the music industry or anything. Uh, but when I'm sure you've experienced that, in your lifetime. I hope not someone super close, but
Actually, the last person we lost was Bodhisattva's mom,
wow, I
and
hear it.
4 days before she passed, we were on the phone. We went to dinner together, and we were having that conversation when he was like, "I hate the fact that I can be there because she was in Belgium," and
Mm,
then it was this, you know, I felt it. I
yeah.
felt that she was going, and I told
Mm,
him, "Leave everything, go to the airport now.
mm,
You still can catch the flight to Brussels because the doctor
yeah.
called and they were like, it's not
It's not looking very
it's
good.
not looking good." And so we were on the phone and I was like, and then he was he feel like he didn't want to go
Mm.
because he kept, yeah, but what about my dog? What about, I was
Yeah.
like, please let us take care of that. Leave the key to your manager. Come here, but on the way that you're there, I found a ticket. I can book it for you now
Mm.
and go.
Go. Yeah.
You have to go.
You have to go.
And then when he decided to go, he was at the airport when they called him. And then he was like at the airport, I'm about to go. I'll be there in 2 hours. And then he called me back. He was like, she's gone. She's gone, man. She's gone. And I was like,
Wow.
so then I was like,
That's crazy.
I'm coming. And we
Yeah.
met at in front of my house at the Myriad Hotel. We hugged each other for a long time. And then everybody that knew her started coming at the
Yeah.
Myriad to hug him, to be with him. My
Yeah.
wife came, etc., etc. I think I remember before he comes, that's when I was crying in my bathroom. Then took my my shower, and then I was like, okay, it's time for me to be strong. It's time. I have to be strong for him
Mhm.
because now I have to be on support mode.
Yeah.
I'll feel later. It's time
Exactly.
now. I have to hold him up.
Hmm.
So then after, then he had to go to Brussels.
Hmm.
Then funeral, etc., etc. We met again in Brussels, and when we met, he changed about the whole industry.
Yeah.
He was like, listen, it's time. I was like, yeah. And he was like, it's time to those are for you, those are not for me.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
He, I remember that at a point he was like, now listen,
Thank you.
if I don't make it, or I mean, whatever I want to do, now things are gonna be different. Haters, I'm gonna hate them back. I was like, it was just like
Yeah. But
at the
okay,
same
so he
time.
had that, like, it gave him more fuel to do music.
I
No.
would not say that. I felt that it gave him, she gave him a lot of blessings as she went. She gave him a lot of opportunity. It came from here and there, and for a long time, I think only last week he finally started grieving and shedding some tears. Like the rest of the time, he just wanted to be strong, and I was like, you don't have to be. It was like, I don't have to be
Yeah.
strong for
Please.
everybody. You know, it's but it changed him as in terms of objectives, in terms of yeah. Listen, I just felt like things are different
Working with him.
because yeah, I mean, and it's interestingly, there's a lot of blessings now.
Yeah. Oh my God, so
In a
many.
way, there's a lot of blessings. So why the passing made you feel that I'm done with music?
Because I felt like I was doing music for other people. I felt like other people had these huge expectations of me and what they wanted from my career. And I didn't want to do it. And
So you
when he
never wanted to.
I at
Was
some point I had the dream to be a singer and blah, blah, be famous, blah blah blah.
was it a
But
direction thing?
um, you know what? I'm gonna say something, and it may upset a couple of people, but I'm just gonna say a lot of people that are doing music, they do it because they have no other choice. They only know to make music. Like that's kind of the main thing. And when I
That's
saw
the truth.
that, yeah, and when I saw that I had that exit with my job, that was great. That was like something that I love, connecting with people, and I'll get into that later. But when I saw opportunities, I mean, I've traveled to Dallas, I've traveled to Italy, I've connected with people, like help black people like get money. Like I was like, I have options. I don't have to only do this or do this because I don't know how to do anything else. So
Go ahead.
other ways to make money, and having a 9 to 5 is not the end of the world. Um, I don't have a big
Especially from home.
yeah, like I don't even have a boyfriend. So like I don't have kids. I don't have a
Uh
man,
oh. The chat
right?
is about to go crazy.
I don't. But like I was like, you can just like you don't have to go that hard. Like you can just chill and be young and have a 9 to 5, and you'll be fine. It'll be all right. Yeah.
So
And
from what
when
I go ahead, go ahead.
um, and when he passed away, when you see someone who's very close to you laying down in a coffin,
Oh my god.
it changes you. Your priorities change. Everything changed, and I realized that I was living a very sacrifice like I was sacrificing a lot of my time to both my work and music.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want to live like this because I'm gonna die. We all are. And
Not me.
when I'm gonna be in the last moments, what is more important to me? Well, my relationships, my family, my friends, like that's what it is. And so I was like, let me just go ahead and live my life the way I want to live it. And yeah,
So from what I'm taking from what you're saying,
yeah,
in life you had, I would say, in your top things that you like to do, you had life, friendship, family, love, etc. Here, your job, podcasting, doing this
Yeah.
here, and music was number
Yeah.
three. Was not like something that was.
No.
And as that happened, the loss of somebody made you realize that let me not waste time with stuff that I don't want to do.
Exactly. It's not that it's wrong. If
No, it's
you
just that I
love
don't want to
making
do it.
music and if you love profiting from it and having a career, that's wonderful. But if that's not what you want to do, then that's the problem.
Because a lot of people, I would have listen, I was talking with Buddy today, and we were having a conversation about, I mean, I talk to him every day, but so today we were having conversations about
Yes, Joel, very important.
we were having a conversation about how I feel out my wife. When I met her, she was 20, and she was I think she was 19 and I was 39. And so I've seen her go through the social media explosion of her profile, met her with a few thousand followers, and now 200,000. And me, I was probably at 30,000, and I see her pass me, and I saw her go through, and she's a very antisocial person. So I saw her go through doing things for the likes, because at a point, like everybody in that generation, you are just in the Instagram drug where you do things for the like, you want to see the comments, and then last year she created a new account that was a private account, and she started posting on that account stuff that it was really less polished, face tuned, etc., etc. And she just started posting less and less and less in her account, then starting to delete a lot of old stuff. So I was looking at the evolution, and I felt that she's starting to, marry, kid, etc. And now she found what she wants to do, which is her eyelashes business. And it feels like she's starting to realize that all that social media stuff is fake, and the attention from strangers is not as important than the attention from real people
Exactly.
that
In
you
the
love.
real world.
Because you might do stuff for commenters and he might fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because I remember my first album, when it came out, it was successful. Sold 100,000 CDs. I made them €1,000,000. And I went to the back then there was a forums. I went to the West Indian forum to see what people were thinking and to talk with people. And everybody was, oh, that's amazing. And then I started fighting with 2 or 3 people that were saying, yeah, this is shit. This is not real Zouk music. Zouk is not in English. Oh, look at this person. You African. You are fucking our music up, etc., etc. And then I was focusing on, out of 100,000 people who bought my CD, I was focusing on those 3 people. And when I went, they sent me to New York to record my second album, and they told me, please do everything the same. We don't know why it's working, so don't change the formula. And because of those 3 people, I changed the whole formula, and I went from selling 100,000 CDs to selling only 5,000. Because I did an album that was completely not the album the public was waiting for and my label was waiting for. And it was because of focusing on the opinions of strangers. And my conversation with Buddy today was, I feel that a lot of people get lost in this idea that the opinions of strangers online.
Never.
You don't even know how old they are. It's people commenting with a photo. You don't even know if it's real people. And
Exactly.
they just hear. It might be somebody who's 13 years old who's playing with you or is using her sister's phone and just sending you comments, etc., etc. And
And the real issue is you will change what your original plan was.
exactly for those people.
That's the bad thing. Because
Exactly. So
when it gets to you like that and you change it for other people,
so I would say kudos to you for discovering young what who you want to be, what is the direction you want to take is when everybody's telling you, now you should go there.
yeah.
You should go there and being like, no, actually, I want to go there.
Yeah.
And yeah, listen, flashes and whatever, what cool, but there is what I feel that my future lies. And it doesn't mean that if in 10 years, in 5 years, in 2 years, you want to do a song, you can't,
Yeah, absolutely. Or
because
yeah.
the voice is still going to be there. Everything's going to be there. So it's just that a lot of people, they don't choose for themselves. And as I was telling him, I was like, I feel for my daughter because she's 5 right now, but she's not going to be like us. I was born in a world without social media. Didn't exist. So opinions were people who had the internet. It was like a few of us, but most of the people were silent because they were not given a place where they could voice their opinion. Today, you grow up in a world where opinions are coming from everywhere. As soon as you open the windows, like you turn on your phone, people are talking about your photo, about your looks, about this. Like, one day I'm walking, I'm in a club and I'm in Belgium, and there's some guy with a girl and he's like, oh, is that Kaysha? And then the guy's like, oh my God, he got old, he got fat. And I was like, fuck you. But
And I get more money than you.
you want to say that, but if you say that, you're like,
You
it
sound arrogant.
You sound arrogant, and you're like, and then I look at the girl. She's fat as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
who are you?
who are you to talk about me and my body? Was like, yeah, it's normal. I'm 48. But it's a world where it feels like whatever you look like in the CD cover, people are refusing that you can just become older, fatter, gray hair, whatever, life. And they are gonna get older as well. As like all of us, but they're talking about you because you're a celebrity as if it was not normal that you get old. And you're like, what's wrong with you? You know, like, I wanted to just, I'm seasoned, but in my head, sometimes I just reply to people in my head so I can just continue my route and not just argue with strangers. But in my head, I was like, I wonder how you're gonna look like in 10 years. Actually, that was 10 years ago. I don't even know how they look like. I forgot their faces but I wonder how they look like now. Like, who knows? Maybe like they're gonna send a photo after watching this. Like, this is how we look like. Nah, I was like, oh, you look good.
Exactly, but
it's hard. It's hard. People don't realize how hard it is.
It is
to be in the public eye.
Yeah, and I just projected myself because I was like, I know that if I go ham, like give up on everything and just focus on music, I'm gonna be successful as hell. I know that.
Okay.
In my music, so like I knew all of that. I knew all right. Of that.
But it was not what you wanted to do.
Not only that, and with this tragic event, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna be successful.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, for sure.
Was it a boyfriend? Was it a...
Yeah, it was a boyfriend. We were starting to
Oh my God.
No, yeah. So it was really bad. It was really,
This happened to me, but it
yeah,
was it was an ex-girlfriend already.
yeah,
But yeah, I know how I feel. I mean, it's not the same, but I know how I
yeah,
feel. Sorry for
yeah,
you. So
yeah. So I was,
one question,
yeah.
as a widow, if I can. You're too young to, as a young widow. How do you feel about dating now?
Um, I in the beginning, like I was like, don't even text me because I'm gonna block everybody. I'm not. Don't even. Um, I feel like I'm still not ready for it. Um, I feel like I need to heal
Of
because
course.
this was a very tragic event, and obviously I cannot go and compare myself to every other guy that I meet. Like, it's not fair for the other person as well. But also, I have to be cautious
Yeah.
when it comes to matters of the heart. Like, this is some real life stuff. I have a lot of friends who they, not to judge, but they have a lot of situationships and then they engage with several people at the same time. And I get that. And I think when once you're healthy, you can do that. Like, please, like you're single, you're supposed to test it out. But a lot of them, I don't feel like they're healed. They just go from situationship to situationship to situationship.
I had a
So
friend like that. I mean, she's
yeah,
she's
so
one of my exes, and
yeah.
I mean, she's an ex from '96. So
Oh Lord.
I've been I've been
So
fucking for a long time. So, and
no.
she's never been single more than a month because
Exactly, which was my
she's scared of being single.
single, because you can
She's
be
scared
single and
of
have
being
family.
alone because
Yeah.
she believes that her happiness comes from somebody else. And I've been telling her for years and years, because we are friends now.
Yeah.
I've been telling her for years and years, your happiness has to come 100% from you, and other people must be bonus. If not, you're gonna project stuff on people, and when they decide to leave for whatever reason, or maybe they were just passing by, you're gonna always leave stuff there.
Yeah.
So
So
you were on that. You were like this too. You were going from guy to guy.
yeah, pretty much like what happened is I may be single, but I'll engage with someone. And a lot of times we think that when we're not in a serious relationship, this is not a relationship. That is wrong. You are
Yeah,
still in a relationship, but it's casual because you
and
are
you're exchanging energy.
you're exchanging energy with people. So you're still like kind of in a relationship. So I think this was the longest. So it's been 2 months. It's been the longest that I've been single, single. um,
In your
and
life.
in my life, yeah, in my life.
So since
Because
you started dating, you were always like going from guy to guy,
yeah, like I wouldn't say going from guy to guy, but so I
talking
would
to
have like
people.
long relation or long situationships, and then because I still count if we're talking, that's kind of still, we're still
Okay.
engaging in something. So
Yeah. Okay.
but I do have to say I don't say no to meeting new people, even
Okay.
if it's not romantic, because I've realized that it's good for me to meet other people. But let's start with the friendship. I don't say no to friends.
Okay.
That's no problem. Like friends.
Hi, this is
But
Club Shada.
you can start your applications download. Okay. Uh, but I definitely slowed down and
Of course.
and really like this is some serious stuff. Who you're gonna be with, and even if it's like a relationship or a casual one, it's serious, and you should take it seriously.
Mm-hmm.